Hi guys, so I'm going to do a super quick little video. Yeah, apologies, you haven't seen me about much. I haven't really had any time to do any crafting or shoot any videos lately. Looking after a sick father with onset dementia and two little grandkitties under 3. They're 1.5 and 3 years old. And they are like little Energizer bunnies. They don't stop. So I just haven't had any time to do anything. I have been doing some little quick, super quick little projects just to keep my Etsy shop stocked because it's quite empty at the moment. So what I just made today, while I had a quick, some quick time to myself, I've been making some little Hessian sack and lace clusters or embellishments, and I'll just give you a look at them. Okay, this is the first lot I made, and you would have seen kind of similar little rustic or scrappy flowers that I've made before, same process. I'll show you the materials I use first. So I started just with the little scraps of, this is wedding dress material, some is satin and some is the polyester lining underneath, like under the skirt. So I just chopped a bunch to little square sizes, little rectangles. I don't care if they got pulls from where it's been gathered or the seams. I just chop, chop, chop. I've got some tulle. This is a really fine, soft one. Some of them are really thick and not very bendy, but I don't care which. I just grab any little scraps, use those. I've got some little lace scraps. So this I cut from a long length. Just little bits of lace. Got some, we call it Hessian, or you might call it by another name in America. Can't remember what, but we call it Hessian here. It's the material they make, you know, potato sacks out of. And this one actually came from a great big coffee sack that I got at a recycle centre that I've been cutting up. And I just love it because you can, well, it's got its good and bad sides to this. So the positive is that you can easily fray it. So you can just pull the threads off because it's just woven. And this one is really loosely woven. The bad side is you can pull pieces off and it keeps fraying. So if you want to use it like on pages in journals and stuff, I just recommend you glue it or stitch it down. I did use some of this on the front cover of 2 grungy nature themed journals I did recently. So I kind of stitched a square diagonally against this square just to hold all the threads down, otherwise it'll keep fraying. So I've got these little bits all over my desk, oh my goodness. And I used the first batch of flowers. I just used some, this was some wedding dress material as well, but it kind of has a glittery, a very fine, shiny, glittery look to it. You can't really see it on camera, but I had coffee dyed this a while back, and I just love the look and feel of it. So I'm not sure what sort of material it is. I don't know, but it came off quite an old wedding dress, and once I coffee dyed it, I just love the colour. So the first batch I was using these, but I ran out of that, so then I switched to, this is a really old, I can't remember if it was a curtain or a tablecloth. It was really old and it kind of just comes apart so easily, you know, to the fingertips. You just break it off so easy. And I had coffee dyed this. I've been using this same, it was a huge piece. I have a feeling it was curtain, not tablecloth. Anyway, I've been using this for ages, as in maybe 2 or 3 years. Anyway, for all sorts of things. So I switched to that, and also had some little pieces. When I was cutting up wedding dresses, I've got threads everywhere. Some of the appliques, when I cut the appliques off, sometimes there'd be little, you know, odd leaves or odd flowers. So I've just been using those in embellishments because I think they're really cute still. There's some bigger ones that I've been cutting down. And some of them might have been a part of a bigger piece that could have had a stain or something, so I've just cut that off and used the little piece that was still okay. And that's it. Oh, and I was using these same little brown buttons on all of them because I find when I have my whole big button box, I tend to constantly shuffle around finding that perfect button. So for this batch of flowers, I was thinking I'm just going to use these buttons, that's it, and I'm just using these little piles of material. So usually I have a big box of scrap material and I constantly shuffle through it, and it ends up taking me for ages to make flowers, whereas or clusters. Whereas if I have little piles like this where I have to use what's here, that's it, they're all the same, I don't tend to shuffle and overthink it as much. So I'll just give you an idea of what they look like. So it's just the wedding dress material, tulle, whatever that other material was, lace, some of the sack, little piece of applique, and the button. And I just think they make really, really cute little embellishments. Especially like these ones with the leaves. Yeah, the birds outside, they were going crazy. So this is one where I've used a bigger piece of that applique. And actually, I don't like the length of that tulle. Just chop him down a bit. So I don't know what you call these. I usually call them flowers, but these ones I've made more square-ish. Maybe little clusters. This one I really like. So I really love how that that coffee sack phrase looks so cute. And you can see I leave my backs unfinished. I know a lot of people cut out a little circle of felt and glue it over there, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see the point because I think you're just going to stick it down anyway. So I mean, I understand little flowers that maybe you use, you know, in hair accessories or something like that, but these are just going to be glued down for junk journals or junk journal embellishments. So that was the first batch I made. So the first batch was all the same materials except for this one. Then when I ran out of that, I switched to the curtain, the coffee dyed curtain. And actually, I quite like the look of those. I think I like them better. I like when they've got the little frayed bits of the wedding dress as well. Aren't they cute? I really love scrappy little clusters and flowers. You probably noticed, but they're my absolute favourite thing to make. especially when you don't have a lot of time, because they're just so quick and easy to make, and you don't need a lot of materials. This guy's cute. Anyway, so I just needed to make 2 more. So since I haven't done a video in a while, I thought I'll just make the last 2 with you. I mean, most of you have probably seen my little process. It's the same every time. There's no difference. I don't just try not to overthink it. See, now I'm thinking this piece is too little, and it's the only 2 pieces I've got left here. I'm just gonna have to go with it. I don't even know if my camera's focused. I'm standing up so I can see my camera. One thing I never know what's the front and what's the back of the lace. I don't know. I just chuck it on. I can never tell. Sorry, excuse me. And what else? The only thing I have tried to do is with the lace, see, I've left that little piece on, which I don't like. So I've just tried to cover that up. And which one? I might use this little leaf. And a button. And the other thing I've done differently to my usual scrappy flowers or clusters, whatever you call them, is usually I just go through 2 of the holes in the 4 buttons, but these ones I've actually sewn all 4. Oh, see, look, did I go through that one? Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I know you sewers out there are probably thinking, what is she doing? I just tied off on the back. And this string separates, it's got like 5 or 6 threads, and it separates really easy. So you can see. So it's a bit of a pain to thread the needle actually. And that's it. Isn't it cute? I just love how they come out. Just so simple and quick and easy. Okay, I'll make one more. Oh, which box does this go in? That one. So what I was doing, I was making 10 with this fabric and 10 with this fabric. Just to pop into my little Etsy. Oh, poor little Etsy, he's so empty. And my YouTube, I notice, yeah, if you don't post regular videos, your little channel kind of dies. Because a lot of people don't watch too many old videos. I mean, some do, but I don't think YouTube promotes old videos. They promote the more recent stuff. This guy's too big. I want to chop him down. And these little scraps, I'll still save them and find something else to do with them. But yeah, I did reach 1,000 subbies, and I still need to do my 1,000 subby giveaway. And I was really close, like super close to getting my 240,000 minutes watch time to monetize my channel. But then I haven't posted any videos in, you know, I went a whole month with not posting, and then a few months on either side of that, I've only posted, you know, a video here and there. Oops. forgot that piece. So yeah, if you don't post regularly, you see your watch time go down. So oops, so my poor little channel, I feel like it's dying. Yeah, I've got to find some time to shoot some videos. It's really hard because my craft room is upstairs, and with two little kitties under 3, I can't bring them into my craft room because those little fingers are into everything. I packed some orders the other day with the 1.5-year-old sitting at my desk in my craft room on the chair. And I was standing up, packing the orders, and oh my goodness, it took forever to pack one order. He was grabbing glue sticks and grabbing pens and tubes of paint and those little fingers, and they move so fast. Then he tipped out all the little scraps in my scrap box, and I was like, no, my desk is messy enough. So yeah, it's really hard. I do sometimes grab a few things and take downstairs with me to do while I watch the kids downstairs. But then they're constantly over wanting to see what I'm doing, and so you can't use needles or scissors or anything, and they jump all over you, and it's really hard. I don't know how the stay-at-home mums manage to do crafty stuff with littlies around. Okay, and that's the second guy. Aren't they cute? I just love them. Was she in America? You guys may call this burlap, I think. Maybe. We call it burlap sometimes, I think. I don't know. I've always called it Hessian, but aren't they cute? Anyway, that's my little flowers. I can't make any more. I only made 2 packs for my Etsy because I really need to get downstairs and save Darren. I left him with the kitties, and I can hear him down there saying, no, leave the cat alone. No, get off the lap. Don't climb. Put that back on. Put it down. Anyway, aren't they cute? I just love them. I want to make, because I've got so much of this, I want to make a burlap or Hessian and lace journal. I think they go really nice, the hard and soft together. Okay, that's it. So I'll put those 2 little packs into my Etsy. I've only made 2, but if anyone wants any more, yeah, just message me through Etsy and I'll make a few more packs. Or I might still make some if I get time anyway. And that's it. Thank you, and thank you for sticking around even though I haven't posted many videos lately. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.